Hey, what's going on, guys? So, something finally came in the mail that I've been waiting for a long time to get. I actually ordered it last summer, and then I got the shipping notification in like October, and well, then it was basically stuck in customs till now. So, just the other day, this came in the mail. I finally got my copy, the collector's edition of Crosscode. So, let's open this thing up and give some cool impressions on the gameplay. So when I opened up the box in the mail, the steelbook is usually in the box, right? So they got the steelbook separate. So here's the steelbook. It says Crosscode on it, has the main character. The back just has some more of that kind of digital look to it. Open it up. You know, nothing real special there. But I pointed out that it was separate because this thing is heavy and obviously packed full of stuff. So I'm wondering if they didn't have room for the steelbook in here. I ordered this so long ago, I 100% have forgotten what's in it. So, let's do the dance. See what's in here. First off, there's a slip, looks like. So that is nice. And I think the reason they did the slip is because there's a PS4 version of this. So, you know, probably easier on them. But first off, it is a nice box, a really nice box actually. That chipboard box, but also it has that like a door to it. It's not like the normal open from the top. So let's open it together. And whoa! All right. So first thing, a bunch of sprites for the characters of the game. That's kind of cool. Let's see what this is. This is looks like a pack of stickers of the same sprites. In fact, it is. So this is a lot of them. There's a lot of stickers here. Yeah. Put that back in there though, because I don't want anything happening to those. Those are neat. So looks like a full sticker set of all those sprites over there. Is the first thing. A keychain of the main character, which is pretty neat. Hi, which if you've played the game, like no spoilers, not much, because I'm still kind of in the beginning of the game myself. But hi is the first thing you say, and it's really funny because that's all you can say for like the longest time. Literally just like hi. Like people are like, hey, what are you doing here? You're like hi. I don't know. That's just fun. Soundtrack. Everyone loves a good OST, and holy god. Okay, there's 2 discs. The first disc has 38 tracks, and the second disc has 26 tracks. That's pretty cool. And these aren't like short little, you know, some of them are little 26-second, you know, one of them is 26 seconds, but I mean, these are like 4 minutes, 2 minutes. It's pretty good sized tracks. So that's neat. Put that aside. The Crosscode book, the compendium. Hardback. Let's see what you got in here. All sorts of stuff. Early concept, characters, all the sprite work, looks like. Start with characters, go into locations. That's cool. You know, I've said this many times on the channel. After locations is gonna be enemies, watch. Yep. That's really funny. Enemies and bosses, and then in the end usually they have like some cool stuff. Yep, here we go. Some looks like storyboards and things. So that is cool. Oh, like fan art. These are cool. Stream drawings. I guess they did like some live streams and some people put stuff on here. And I'll tell you what, one that I immediately find hilarious is her saying hi, but like making like a spirit bomb. That's good. Okay, put that aside. Let's see what else we have in here. Oof. Okay, so you have obviously a poster. So I got this from Strictly Limited Games, and I have not gotten anything from them yet, except for this, and so far I'm thoroughly impressed. And here's the poster, which is the same as the art book, so that's kind of cool. It's a sideways poster, which I'm more of a fan of vertical rather than horizontal, but hey, what are you gonna do? And last but not least, the game itself. So, let's see. Like I said, this is a new company for me, so I'm very interested to see what is on the inside. Open her up like such. Oh. Anyway, boom. So it has a reversible cover. So you can have this cover or that cover, so white or dark, however you want, with the spine. So that's nice. The game, of course. And like I said, it's from Europe, so Peggy 12. They have a manual. Let me see what this is real quick. Okay. They have a little quick guide where it shows the characters real fast and the controls, which is neat. Then they also have a manual, which is great because, you know, I love me some manuals. Full color. Looks like it has characters, shows a little bit of the progression system, combat system, some just generally telling you about the game. So that is everything you get in here. Like I said, I actually have started this game already digitally. So I have a little bit of footage, which is good because I haven't beaten it yet, so I can't give like a full, like, here's the full game review. I am stopping the digital version so I can play the physical version, although my save should carry over, so it won't really matter. But so I'm gonna give some impressions now because I have some stuff to say about this game. All good things. Currently all good things. My initial impressions, just spoiler alert, are very good. I'm not going to spoil too much. What I'm going to show you now is the beginning of the game and just kind of some initial stuff. But without further ado, let's talk about Crosscode itself. So if you know me or you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I do not like roguelikes or roguelites or whatever the hell they're called. I am not a fan of those. I like my games to be like, you know, you start and you end and everything in between is the same. That's where I'm at. Maybe I'm old school, I don't know. But I will say that Wizard of Legend is a huge exception to this. This game is amazing. The controls are really what do it for me, though. It just feels fluid. You move around, you can dodge really quickly, all your abilities are right at your fingertips, and the game feel is wonderful. And that is why I am in love with Crosscode. Crosscode's controls share a very similar feel to Wizard of Legend. They have the same kind of dash dodge, you have the same kind of melee feel to it, with the exception of they've added this shooting mechanic where basically you can kind of aim and shoot with the shoulder button, kind of like a twin stick shooter really. Think like Smash TV or something like that. The neat thing is as you hone in on an enemy, you actually gain more accuracy, or if you hold it down without shooting, you can do ricochet shots. What else can ricochet shots be used for? Well, they can be used for solving all the puzzles. I'm telling you, the beginning of the game anyway has a lot of really interesting, semi-complicated puzzles. Kind of dip your feet into it, but most of them involve shooting switches, and you shoot the switches different ways. You know, usually bouncing off of different things or shooting around different things. Some puzzles involve you killing enemies, but really they use the benefit of this aiming shot to really kind of emphasize this puzzle structure. Of course, just like any RPG, which this in fact is, there are upgrades, you know, so as you start the beginning of the game, it's really basic. You get some basic upgrades as in, you know, basically like a wheel to choose items from, or the ability to pick up and use items, to pick up and equip gear. Later on, though, you do get a skill tree. Really, it's more like a maze, reminiscent of Ring Fit or Final Fantasy X. Pretty cool because you can see where you're going to be going, you know, as far as like what kind of abilities you can use. And that is something that's really starting to catch on to me because I am a sucker for a nice skill tree. Now, I don't want to spoil any plot in this. Well, one, I can't spoil too much because I've literally just started. But I also really am enjoying the characters. These characters feel so real. I mean, you know, when you play RPGs, that's one of the big things, right? If you don't feel immersed, then you're not going to enjoy yourself, or at least I don't enjoy myself. And so far, it has taken a great spin on the silent protagonist. You know, think like Zelda, you know, Link never talks, right? Or even, you know, Chrono Trigger, Chrono never talks. And in this game, they kind of poke fun of that, at least so far, where you're only learning limited language. So you find yourself just saying, you know, one thing over and over again, basically making you a silent protagonist, but also kind of giving context to it. Because, I mean, does it make sense that Link can't talk? Does it make sense that Chrono has a family and has never said a word? Not really. But hey, this is one way that they, you know, get away with that, where it doesn't feel like it's wrong. Besides the combat, though, I do want to point out one last thing that I really like. So far, I've fought 2 bosses, and both of them have done this. It's so neat. You don't just go in and fight the boss, you know. It's kind of scripted in a way. And I say that as in, you know, a lot of bosses in RPGs especially, you can break by exposing weaknesses or using exploits or items or what have you. In this game, there's thresholds, so like this instance right here, you know, you fight this boss and after you deal a certain amount of damage, or after he does certain moves, he opens up to where you can attack him. You know, it's cool because it brings back the whole pattern thing, you know, really old school feel. I love games with a good pattern to them, but also it does have the RPG element to it, to where you use your abilities, of course, to counteract theirs, but it's also very stat driven. Anywho, so, you know, there's times when maybe you can't beat a boss as easily, and, you know, what are you gonna do? Well, go grind it out, grind up some levels, and, you know, take them to task. But hey, that's what I think. That's kind of my little short elevator pitch on Crosscode. Like I said, I have just started. I'm really enjoying this game, though, and I'm going to continue enjoying this game. This is one that I'm not just gonna pick up and put down. This one that is actually hard for me to put down to make this video, so... That being said, I'm actually going to get back to it, but if you guys have been playing it, man, drop that in the comments down below, because I want to know how y'all feel. So that is Crosscode, and I am looking forward to continuing to play this game. Actually, in a few weeks, I should be taking a little bit of a much-needed vacation, and on that trip, I'm going to be playing the heck out of this game, because I got a long car ride, and, you know, in the afternoons, what else are you going to do, right? So I can't wait to keep diving into it. This game has really just, like, it just feels so good to play. But hey, what do you guys think? Have you guys checked this game out? Did you guys get this collector's edition? And if so, did you finally get yours in the mail as well? Did they release them all at once? I have no idea. But hey, let me know in the comments down below. That's gonna do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Liking, disliking, whatever you're doing, commenting would be awesome. Subscribe if you haven't. Apparently a lot of you guys have not subscribed, and you should. But hey, that being said, as always, take it easy.